Okay, you guys know me, and you know why I have to talk about this. So, if you heard about this whole Scott Cawthon situation and him being canceled and stuff, I'll explain in a second. But if you're wondering, the gameplay in the background is on my new Minecraft server for content creators and some of my friends, where it's straight up war. It's called the Warzone SMP. I plan to make videos on it in the future, but if you're a content creator and you're interested in joining, just tell me in the comments. But anyways, I guess it's time to talk about the Scott Cawthon situation. Around a week ago, Scott was starting to get canceled over Twitter because he had donated to charities and foundations, and the companies behind the charities happened to be against LGBTQ. And the other reason, straight up just being because he is Republican. This pissed me off so bad. This is not a reason to cancel somebody. I understand if you're LGBTQ and you don't want to forgive him, since I guess that could, I understand that if that's offensive to you, but he didn't, first, the charities, if you were wondering, were not purposed to hurt LGBTQ like people were lying about online. They were charities for politicians, to funding, for advertising, and for running, because Scott wanted to donate to these people. And so that reason is not really that, reasonable for everything that's been happening to him. The second reason is straight up one of the stupidest reasons I've ever seen. He is Republican. He voted for Trump. You guys are telling him he's a racist, homophobic piece of trash, even though he openly supports all this stuff and has representation of it in his games and loves his community for how expressive and unique they are because of these things. And you guys are just straight up making lies based off of this, and it's disgusting. People are also trying to dox him, telling him that they're going to go kill his wife and his kids. If you're one of these people who are doing this, straight up go jump off a bridge, because you're the most terrible piece of human scum the planet has. His wife and his who is actually currently pregnant. This is just a disgusting thing to do. So overall, I stand by Scott when it comes to this, believing that these reasons are not valid, and it's just overall stupid in general. So after all this, he came out saying that he is pro-life, he's Republican, I'm not going to apologize, and I agree with that. He's just exercising his American rights. He has every right to be like this. Just because you support Trump because of the things he's done does not make you a bad person. He voted for Trump because he believed that Trump would help America economically. And honestly, Trump, I don't like the guy. I think he's a huge douchebag. But Trump did do this. He did help the country financially. And overall, that's not a reason to hate Scott. If you honestly think Scott's a bad person just because of this, your opinion is invalid. And recently, yesterday or 2 days ago, Scott put out this saying he was retiring from leading the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. He is not leaving completely, and he is no longer foreheading the entire FNAF franchise, which I did be a while to make this video. I was going to make the video, and then that came out, and I'm taking time processing this, because Scott is personally a really important person to me, because if FNAF didn't exist, this channel might not even have existed. More than half of my videos are all Five Nights at Freddy's related, because of how much I love these games, these characters, and the FNAF community. A lot of them are freaking weirdos, but a lot of them are really nice, creative people who do a lot of amazing things. Scott is a great person. I don't care what you say. The stuff he's done for just in general. He's donated over $1.2 million to charity. And I think the reasons that people are canceling him are not valid. You can't hate him because he supported Trump. That's not make a person bad. And you definitely can't, I understand you could be LGBTQ, and if you don't want to forgive him for doing that, okay, you're okay to think that. Just know that it wasn't his intention to hurt at all, because he's a very supportive person when it comes to LGBTQ, and that's not a right reason. But he came out. I'm gonna read this now. This is what he posted. Before I say anything else, check out this amazing piece of fan art. Pretty amazing stuff, right? I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I could, and I apologize to anyone that I've missed somehow. Someday, when I have a bigger living room, maybe I'll make a giant collage of all the fan art I've collected. Stuff like this have made it all worthwhile to me over the last 7 years. I've had a blessed, fulfilling, and rich career. I've been shown a great kindness, and I have tried to show great kindness in return. I've tried to make some good games. Let's debate ensue. And I've ensued with creation of possibly the most creative and talented fan base on the planet. But here on the 7th anniversary of the first game's trailer, as I realized that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series, and now I'm approaching my mid-40s, I realized that I miss a lot of things that I focused on before FNAF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids. I miss doing it just for fun, and I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. All of this to say that I'm retiring. I've been shown tremendous love and support over the last week, and a lot of it has come from the LGBTQ community. The kindness shown to me has been surreal. Is this the end of FNAF? No. This just means that someone else will eventually be running the show. Someone of my choosing, and someone that I trust. We will have to wait and see how it all plays out, but an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now, although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry. I love them dearly. They are my whole world and my whole universe. I want to focus my attention on them, focus on protecting them, and spend my time making things for them. I only ask that my fanbase respects my decision. I will still be around, just not in the capacity that I used to be. What a blessed career I've had, that wonderful people I've met, and a tremendous blessing to all that have been known. Thank you so much. See you on the flip side. So, Scott isn't leading the franchise anymore. And honestly, I think it is his time to rest a bit and be able to spend time with his family under all the pressure and things that have been going on for him for the past 7.5 years almost. But thank you so much, Scott, for giving me such a great things to do for like a lot of my life. I'm grateful to him for so much, and I'm so happy that he was able to come to this decision without too much conflict. And for all of you who are canceling him for this stuff, just grow up and realize how sad the decisions you're trying to make are. You respect the man when he hasn't done that much that is actually wrong. And again, thank you, Scott, for everything you've done for me. And our new videos coming out soon, guys. Thank you all for watching.